It's a marvellous moment of indecision at the end of Knife in the Water. Which road will Andrzej take now? If ever there was a great first feature, it's Knife in the Water. I think when that film first came out in 1962, everybody knew Roman Polanski was in for a great career. There are many remarkable things about this very accomplished film. The claustrophobia of the situation between the three characters, despite the fact that it's almost all out of doors. It's very difficult to create that sort of claustrophobic atmosphere when you're out in the sunlight all the time. The economy of the dialogue in the opening scene, for example, before they even speak a word, we know from the way they look and the way they're acting a lot about the husband and wife, Andrzej and Christine. And the subtle use of symbols, including especially, of course, the knife itself. A word for the very fine black and white photography of Jerzy Littmann, who at the time was one of the leading Polish cinematographers, and for the spare but very beautiful music score of Krzysztof Komeda. Komeda would be one of Polanski's regular collaborators for a number of films that he made outside Poland until his tragic death in Los Angeles. I think it was in 1968 that Komeda died very tragically. Now here's a shot of Roman Polanski directing Knife in the Water. He was 29 when he made the film. Already, as I said earlier, he was known for his superb experimental short films, Two Men and a Wardrobe and Mammals among them, as well as for his acting performances. But the cool official reception given to Knife in the Water in Poland encouraged him to take the first opportunity to leave the country, and he went to Britain, where he made the extraordinarily inventive horror film Repulsion in 1965, followed by a wonderful black comedy Cul-de-sac in 1966. In 1967, he directed a very funny spoof on horror films called The Fearless Vampire Killers, and he also played the lead in the film. And his co-star was an actress called Sharon Tate, whom he married and who, as is well known, was tragically murdered by the Manson gang in 1972. Polanski has indeed had a very tragic life. His two Los Angeles-based films, Rosemary's Baby in 1968 and Chinatown in 1974, must be two of the greatest thrillers ever made with Los Angeles as a background. They're very fine films. And then don't forget the two adaptations he made from classics, Shakespeare's Macbeth in 1971 and Hardy's Tess in 1979, both superb. A very versatile, very talented filmmaker, Roman Polanski. And before we leave Knife in the Water, just a word for the actors, all three of whom are excellent. I'll try to pronounce their names. Andrzej was played by Leon Niemczyk, Christine by Jolanta Umetska, and the boy by Zygmunt Melanowitz, and they're all very good indeed.